August 26th, 2026, huge day, let's rip. Quick shout to today's sponsor, Compete Token, the gaming crypto that actually has real games behind it. Links in the description. You can now buy a house with your Bitcoin, finally. Better Mortgage and Coinbase just launched Bitcoin-backed home loans in the US, where you pledge your stack as collateral and never have to sell a single sat. The collateral has to be at least 250% of the loan, held inside Coinbase Prime Custody. So the diamond hands who spent years refusing to sell their coins for a house, turns out you were right, the house came to you. And Bitcoin ETFs just ripped $3 billion in a single week. US spot ETFs pulled in $314 million on Tuesday alone, pushing August net inflows past $3 billion in only 7 trading days. That 1 month has already almost erased the entire year's outflows. We're down to a measly $2.25 billion of red for 2026. August is on track to be the strongest ETF month since October 2025, and the ETFs are dying. Crowd from June is very quiet right now. Solana just broke its own transaction record again. The network processed 4.2 billion transactions in July, up 13.5% month-over-month, and up 91% since December. Tokenized real-world assets on Solana are pushing $4 billion, and Sol finally cracked $100 for the first time since February. The Solana is dead thesis is aging about as well as milk in the sun. Prediction market Kalshi just raised $1.12 billion. That's 3/4 of a $1.5 billion equity offering they opened back in April. 71 investors, roughly $380 million left on the table. For a company whose entire product is, let people bet money on whether things will happen, raising $1.12 billion during a market that keeps trying to predict itself is chef's kiss. The prediction market is now bigger than most of the things it's predicting. 7,700 crypto accounts just got nailed in a global child abuse bust. A Chainalysis-led operation called Lighthouse flagged over 7,700 accounts across 29,000 addresses tied to more than 100 abuse platforms. 14,300 investigative leads across 11 exchanges, suspects flagged in 125 countries, including 16 already registered offenders. So the next time someone tells you crypto is untraceable and only used by criminals, actually tell them the first half is why we caught the second half. Strategy's $66 billion Bitcoin machine has one real weakness, and it isn't the Bitcoin price. A new report says the biggest risk to their 840,000 coin stash is losing access to capital markets, not BTC going down. The whole thing sits behind $22 billion in debt, with $1.76 billion in annual obligations that depend on constantly raising fresh money. So the machine only breaks if Wall Street stops handing them checks, which, given the ETF numbers we just talked about, good luck with that. The Trump family stablecoin just went full institutional. World Liberty Financial launched USD1, the 6th largest stablecoin, at over $4 billion natively on the Canton network. It's going to be the cash leg for tokenized real-world asset settlement, derivatives, collateral, and institutional lending. Say what you want about the branding, it's now settling actual grown-up finance on-chain. Revolut just dropped a euro stablecoin on 3 countries. EURR is now rolling out to selected customers in Denmark, Poland, and Portugal. The bridge-issued token supports multiple blockchains with a phased expansion to the rest of Europe later this year. Every neobank on the planet now needs a stablecoin. The ones without are about to look like Kodak in 2007. The SEC just sent its crypto custody rules to the White House. The overhaul went to the Office of Management and Budget yesterday for review before it can go to public comment. This is the rule that would finally clarify how investment advisors and funds are actually allowed to hold crypto for clients. Only took, like a decade, Better late than never, I guess. Bernstein says Bitcoin hits $125,000 by year-end. Their base case has BTC running to 300,000 in 2029, and their bull case tops out at 500,000. Bitcoin's already up 28% in the last 10 days after falling roughly 50% from the October 2025 peak. If Bernstein's right, everyone still waiting to buy the dip is about to be buying the rip. One more shout to Compete token, real games, real token, link in the description. That's the news. See you tomorrow.